Assalamu alaikum students. Today we will dive into the fascinating world of nephrons, the kidney's functional units. These microscopic structures perform a vital role in maintaining our body's balance, filtering our blood to remove waste and extra water. As we delve into this topic, we'll explore the structure of nephrons, their types, and their intricate functions, following the Mardan Board Class 12 biology syllabus. By the end of this video, you will have a clear understanding of every part of the nephron and its role in urine formation. The nephron is the structural and functional unit of the kidney. It's a microscopic marvel, with each human kidney housing a staggering 1 million of these tiny yet crucial entities. The nephron's primary role is to purify the blood coursing through our bodies, sifting out the useful substances we need to keep and banishing waste in the form of urine. The nephron is a tale of two parts: the renal corpuscle and the renal tubule. The renal corpuscle is the gatekeeper, the first stop on our journey. It's here that the blood is initially filtered, a process that sets the stage for the vital work to be done in the nephron. Then, we move on to the renal tubule, a winding path where the real magic happens. Here, the useful substances are reabsorbed back into the bloodstream, a sort of welcome back party for the elements we need to survive. Meanwhile, the waste is shown the door, pushed out of the nephron and into the world in the form of urine. So, to sum up, the nephron, with its renal corpuscle and renal tubule, performs a vital balancing act. It filters, it reabsorbs, it excretes, all to keep our bodies running smoothly. The nephron, small in size but mighty in importance, truly is the unsung hero of our kidneys. Now, we move on to exploring each part in detail. The renal corpuscle, the first part of the nephron, lies within the renal cortex. This structure may seem small in the grand scheme of the kidney, but it plays a vital role in the filtration of our blood. The renal corpuscle is composed of two main parts. First, we have the glomerulus, a network of tiny blood capillaries. These capillaries are responsible for filtering the blood plasma to form what we call the glomerular filtrate. Blood enters the glomerulus through the afferent arteriole and then exits via the efferent arteriole. Now, let's turn our attention to the second component of the renal corpuscle, the Bowman's capsule. This component is a double-walled, cup-like structure that surrounds the glomerulus. Its inner layer closely wraps around the capillaries of the glomerulus, while the outer layer forms a cavity. The Bowman's capsule has a crucial task: to collect the filtrate from the glomerulus and pass it along to the renal tubule. In essence, the renal corpuscle acts as the gatekeeper of our blood's filtration process. It ensures that everything that needs to be filtered out of the blood is caught, and everything that needs to stay in the blood remains. After filtration in the renal corpuscle, the filtrate then enters the renal tubule. With this transition, the renal corpuscle has completed its job, and the next stage of the filtration process begins. The renal tubule is where the magic of reabsorption and secretion happens. After the filtrate leaves the renal corpuscle, it flows into the renal tubule, a winding path divided into 4 distinct parts. These segments, the proximal convoluted tubule, the loop of Henle, the distal convoluted tubule, and the collecting duct, each play unique roles in the processing of the filtrate, refining it into urine. Let's now explore the 4 parts of the renal tubule. The renal tubule is an intricate structure with 4 distinct parts. Each part has a unique role, and together they ensure that our kidneys function optimally. This is a journey about reabsorption and secretion, about preserving what's necessary and discarding what's not. First, we have the proximal convoluted tubule, or PCT. As the part closest to Bowman's capsule, it's the first stop for the filtrate. It's here that a whopping 65% of water, glucose, amino acids, and salts are reabsorbed back into the blood. It's a bit like a supermarket sweep, grabbing the essentials before they're lost. Next, we dive into the loop of Henle, a U-shaped tubule that plunges into the renal medulla. This is where things get a bit more selective. The descending limb of the loop reabsorbs water, while the ascending limb reabsorbs salts such as sodium and chloride ions, but is impermeable to water. It's a carefully balanced act, ensuring the right concentration of substances in our body. Following the loop, we find the distal convoluted tubule, or DCT. This is where more selective reabsorption of ions such as sodium takes place. But it's not just about reabsorption. The DCT also secretes hydrogen and potassium ions, maintaining the pH and electrolyte balance in our body. Finally, we reach the collecting duct. This is the final checkpoint, receiving filtrate from multiple nephrons. Here, the final adjustments of water and urine concentration occur, fine-tuning the filtrate into urine, ready to be excreted from the body. And there we have it. From the PCT to the loop of Henle, the DCT, and the collecting duct, this incredible journey through the renal tubule is a masterclass in biology's elegant design. Each part, with its specific function, contributes to the complex and vital process of filtering our blood and producing urine. With the renal tubule, the nephron structure and function are complete. We have now explored the intricate structure and function of the nephron. This remarkable unit, packed with 1 million in each kidney, is responsible for filtering our blood, reabsorbing useful substances, and excreting waste in the form of urine. Let's take a moment to recap. The nephron is divided into 2 main parts, the renal corpuscle and the renal tubule. The renal corpuscle, located in the renal cortex, is where the process of filtration begins. It houses the glomerulus, a network of tiny capillaries that filter blood plasma to form glomerular filtrate. This filtrate is collected by the Bowman's capsule, a double-walled cup-like structure, and passed on to the renal tubule. The renal tubule is the site where reabsorption and secretion occur. It's a journey through 4 parts: the proximal convoluted tubule, the loop of Henle, the distal convoluted tubule, and finally, the collecting duct. Each part plays a specific role in reabsorbing water, glucose, amino acids, and salts, adjusting the concentration of urine and facilitating the selective reabsorption of ions and secretion of others. In essence, the nephron is a marvel of biological engineering, efficiently performing its function while maintaining the delicate balance of our body's internal environment. Thank you for joining us in this enlightening journey through the nephron. Keep studying, keep exploring,